I remember when the song came out, because this happens to every single time anyone teases a song ever, especially if you play it in speakers over a room. The song comes out and people have criticisms.
Oh my God.
And I know that I think you got some shit for the production. Like, what was that experience like?
People were just like, they didn't like the snaps in it, you know, like the...
Yeah. I like the 2 4, yeah.
It's like, honestly, I don't even know if I fucking like them anymore. Like, people have bullied me so hard about it that I'm like, whatever. I also feel like now that I play live, like, I'll play all my songs live and then I'll go back and listen to my album and be like, wait, this sounds weird. Like, because you just kind of play them differently. The sounds are different, like, whatever. Yeah. I mean, in my ears, literally all I'm hearing is, like, click on a vocal, honestly, and, like, a really low instrument. But, yeah, a lot of people came for me. People were like, I mean, we took, like, 2 months before we put it out. Like, it was a long, not on purpose. Like, nobody could get their shit together. But... yeah, it took us a really long time to put it out. And so everyone was mad and being like, why is the song not out? Like, we want the song out.
Yeah.
And then finally I put it out and they're like, we hate the production. We hate you. And I'm like, okay, I just hate my production.
And sure. And they hated it to 500 million streams. Thank you very much.
No, sure,
I think it's fine. I like the production.
Yeah, like everything ended up totally fine.
Yeah, everything worked out.
That's so interesting though.
Sometimes I wonder like if we did no snaps, would it be at 1 billion?
I think the better question is if you did no steps, would it be at 100 million? Because the controversy sells
Boosted it, yeah.
The discourse about like, I don't think this is better than people going like, no, actually, I think that was the perfect choice. Like that drove engagement.
Also, like a lot of people would be like, they'd be like, I don't really like the snaps, but I'm going to stream anyway. So I'm like, okay, so it's not that deep then.
Well, we were at your concert, and when that song started playing...
oh, everyone lived their life.
They went crazy.
I think something that's really interesting, I don't know if you know this, but I feel like I need to tell you this in case you don't. During that era, this was like 2021, right?
Yeah.
So you have Fingers Crossed, you have Back to Friends, you have Flowers, these songs that are like blowing up and people are like really resonating with and loving, right? You became such a blueprint for like that TikTok songwriter world to the point, no, and I'm not just trying to hype you up, like to the point where like I was in meetings and people were telling me like, we need to give you a Fingers Crossed. Like that is the type of thing.
I remember people showing me emails from like record labels and it was like, here's our marketing strategy. And it was like, make videos like this. And then they would link my videos.
It's crazy.
And be like, do this. And it's like so funny because I feel like lately with like my second album, I've been in so many meetings where like people are kind of like telling me to switch up my content and like not even in like a bad way. They're just like, let's elevate, let's do this, like let's wear makeup, let's do all this stuff, and like it's just like not working and nobody likes it. And like I didn't want to do that in the first place because I'm like, I feel like people like me because I don't wear makeup and I'm authentic and like I'm not trying to be like this pretty girl in like a short skirt. Like that's just not me. Yeah. Like I'm just trying to like literally wear an oversized sweater and like be myself. And I recently thought about this because I was talking to someone who I work with all the time and they were like, yo, like stop letting people tell you what to do. Like when you just did what you wanted, like people were sending emails with like links to your stuff being like, do what Lauren's doing. Right. So like you just need to find a way to like do something like that.
Absolutely.
Again, that's like organic. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like, because
it's hilarious that was happening.
No, I swear
and I was like 18. Like,
like totally not knowing what you were doing at all, which I just love.
Just randomly taking videos and everyone's like, do this.
Be like her. Yep. Now, were there any moments where you were like scrolling through your For You page during that time or maybe even now and you like hear a song or you see a video or something from another artist and you're like, this is a little suspicious?
I mean, I feel like thankfully, like it hasn't happened where like the song's been like bigger than my song. Okay. So it's like nothing to be upset about.
I mean, I still think you would have a right to be like, you totally ripped my song, no?
Yeah, I feel like people do that. But like once again, like it's never bigger than my song. So it's like, I'm not going to like sue you for copyright and be like, oh, you copied my song.
Which is nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What if it had like 100 million streams? Then would we consider? Or
I guess it would depend like how similar it is.
Right.
You know
Right.
Because I feel like there's like a fine line of like inspired by and then like copying.
Yeah, because I'm sure you went into the Fingers Crossed session with a song in mind that you're like, I'd like to have a song like that. Like that's normal for artists to have a point
like
of reference.
Inspirations.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more so like when literally the chords are the same, like the melody is the same, and then
the exact same BPM, same key. You're like, okay,
it gets spooky. Anyway, the reason I asked that is because I've definitely heard a handful of songs where I'm like, That is Flowers.
Yeah. We
No,
were like,
so many people have copied Flowers. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like way more than Fingers Crossed.
or
That's
it'll,
so
or it'll be
funny.
And
like,
I'm like, what?
or be like, that song title was the main lyric of a bridge in that song.
Oh, yeah.
I
Been
actually
there.
had one song where someone, I don't even want to say it because they're probably going to see this.
Uh-oh.
But somebody literally texted me. And like the song didn't sound necessarily the same, but I was like, what the fuck? Like, just don't text me. You know what I mean? Like, texting me made it look sus. This person was like, I love your song Best Friend Breakup, and like literally sent me like paragraphs about like how much they loved it and like how they went through Best Friend Breakup and it like touched them. And I was like, oh my God, this is why I do music. Like,
Yeah.
thank you so much. I love that. Like, they were also like a singer. So obviously I'm like, wow, you're so talented too. Not even 24 hours later, they're like, on their TikTok being like, I wrote a song called Best Friend Breakup.
Huh?
What?
I was like, what?
Not even like good friend breakup or best friend separate.
Best friend separate. I remember I was like, there was like a week later or something, but I was just like, you literally just texted me saying like, my song's like an inspiration and now you're writing a song like basically with the exact same title.
That's insane.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, wouldn't you just like not text me and then like claim that you never heard mine? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I was with
Right.
someone the other week and they say like, they were saying people can't even do wrong right. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like people will be like a fake bitch, but then they don't go the extra mile and like comment on your Instagram and like go out of their way to be nice.
Yeah.
They're just,
Right.
and it's like you're not even doing like being a bad person right. Like if you're gonna do it right.
Oh,
You
that's
know?
a
Wait, that's a song.
say that's a song.
You're not even
Well,
doing
that's
wrong,
okay.
right?
Well, that's what we wanted to do. Is we were like, oh, this is a song concept like called
yeah.
wrong, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
But like same thing. It's like why wouldn't you? You should just not text me. And then if anyone ever accused you of being like, oh, Lawrence Spencer Smith has a song called Best in Breakup, you could be like,
I
never
didn't
heard
hear it. Yeah, no, totally.
Right.
right?
Although, like,
We've all heard it. We all
We've
saw
all
that
heard it.
that
We-
commercial, right? Wasn't there a commercial like on TV with Best Friend
Yes, like
Breakup?
a
Yeah.
Sony one.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a Sony
yes.
thing. Oh, I'm so excited for this new era.
I'm
LSS2.
yeah. Where has it? Because you like you said, you went from anger. You did small was kind of sad, I would say.
Yeah, devastating.
Very classic LSS, if we
Yeah.
will. And then this new Prey is a bit of an evolution in your
Yeah.
sound. Where's the whole album
yeah.
working out?
Honestly, I mean, we definitely can't post this yet, but like I know what I'm gonna call the album. But it kind of seems like the whole album is kind of just turning into like a gigantic like mess of just like a million different like feelings and emotions.
Yeah.
And like there's no part of me that wants to be like, oh, let's just put out the angry music and like let's just put out the sad music. Like I want it all to live there because I think
Yeah.
like everything can be true at once. Like I can be angry at this person and happy in my relationship and sad about other things. And like, so I feel like it's all just going to be a big variety for
That's
everyone to choose
great.
from, whatever they're feeling.
I love it. It's very like inside out, like the
No,
emotions.
that's exactly what it's going to be.
That's the album,
for sure.
Inside Out, Lawrence Spencer
Yeah.
Smith. Okay, I have a question for you.
Where's my waist?
That's what the cop cars are outside. Yeah.
They're looking for me.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, they're circling because
Yeah.
they just can't find you.
They
'cause
just
you're...
literally can't find me because
Yeah.
I'm so skinny.
Well, we might have to kick you out if you keep doing that.
Just kidding.
So that
they
wasn't
found me.
that wasn't the question that I was gonna ask. However, I can ask it if you want me to.
No,
Yeah.
fine.
No, what I was gonna ask is, I know a lot of your first album. I know it kind of started about Fingers Crossed Boy, who we know who it is, but we're not gonna expose to the world who that is.
Here's their photo right there.
No picture of Fingers Crossed Boy. And then like a lot of it became about your current relationship and how happy you are now, which is incredible. I want to know, who are you writing songs about for this album?
Oh God. I mean, so many people.
Yeah.
I feel like, I honestly feel like it's such a jumbo. A lot of the songs honestly are about like my family and like the relationships I have with those people. And they're not going to be happy at all.
Very 28 core.
Yeah, it's very 28 core.
Yeah.
Good.
Like lots of drama coming my way. Like my whole family's going to like disown me and hate me. But don't care. And they, what are other songs about? I mean, I feel like I've like stopped being friends with people. Like there's some more like best friend breakup core era. But I feel like I'm like good at like having a difficult like relationship in my life and then like just turning it into like a breakup song. And like the song, like we have one song that I'm really hoping makes the album because it's like my favorite song. And I think I played it for you the other day. Oh no, I didn't. I'm
No,
gonna
I only
play it
heard
for you guys
Pray.
after
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
And it's called Parallel Universe.
Ooh.
And like I wrote the song about like one of my family members, the being like in a parallel universe, like we got along and like this was all perfect and like nothing bad ever happened between us. But like we wrote the whole thing from like a breakup perspective and being like, there is a parallel, or wait, there is a version of us in a parallel universe. I'm still in love and you, and it's like, sounds like a relationship-y song.
So I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, oh, for sure gonna cry.
Great.
But like other people will be like, oh, she wrote this about her ex.
Right.
But like I know it's about something else.
But
You
we're
know what
not
I
writing
mean?
about that ex anymore.
No.
We're done.
No.
That's old news.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, fingers crossed, boy.
Yeah.
It's done. It's done and it's over. All right, is it game time?
Oh, God.
I think it's game time.
Thanks so much for watching this clip from our podcast, Counter-Melodies.
If you'd like to watch the full episode, be sure to click the link in the description.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bye, guys.